Nashville, but she walks the beaches down in Florida sand. A mother and wife, a daughter, a sister, trying hard to do the best she can. She found her voice with a heavy heart, looking for purpose with trembling hands. Giving this all a new start, moving ahead, speaking for ones who came. She says, I am who I am, I'll stand my ground. Even when the nights get long and rough, you'll hear my sound. She'll be speaking for the ones unheard, 'cause she's got a caring heart that won't be turned. Her mama fought cancer while she was searching, stories that needed a gentle voice. We saw summer's name and felt the heart ache and tried to bring light where there was no choice. And when she heard us the best in a sadness rose, she prays for truth through the noise. She'll follow wherever the story goes, seeking their dignity, a child's joy.
Hello, everybody. Welcome in. Thank you for being here. Happy New Year's Day, January 1st, 2026. We made it. Happy New Year's, everybody. So I have some important news to tell. It's breaking, and it's only a couple of people is doing it, but we have to get it out. In the last hour, though, they are reporting that the father has been taken into custody. So I'm going to use a disclaimer on that. I wanted to check his name. I just now found out is, actually, no. I'm not sure if his name is Jonathan Foley as well. But anyway, I will be checking on that. They say, yes, now in the last hour, he has been taken into custody. I want to say hi to everybody real quick. Selena, thank you for being here. Hello. Welcome in, Janice. Thank you for being here. Yeah, everybody hit that thumbs up. Let's get this out. Millie, hello. Good morning. Good afternoon. And thank you for being here. Hey, I'm that bitch Mama Bear. Hello. Happy New Year. Let them Happy New Year's for you too. And thank you for being a member for 13 months. Woo! You made it with Smiley, honey. You made it. Thank you so much. Thank you. We have Leslie keeping it real. Hello, girl. Hello. Happy New Year's to you. Hello, everybody. Jacqueline, hello. Jack Lynn Blaine, Happy New Year's to you. Happy New Year's. Hello, everybody coming in. I appreciate you so much for being here, every single one of you. We got Laura. Happy New Year's, Laura. And we got everyone in the bushes. That's fine. We have you on vertical screen from every other platform. That's fine as well. What I would like to do is I would like to get on with this because this is an urgent matter. This is a real urgent. Hey, Broken. Hello. 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 We welcome in. Everybody welcome in. Please like, share, subscribe. Let's get this story out. This is a breaking story and we need to tell it. We need to get it out. We need to find this baby. This is, well, they, I don't know what it is with nobody knows nobody's age in their children. Reports could be wrong, so I don't want to just blame the parents on this. The first report said he was 4, and then the second report said he was 5. But on the missing and endangered, it says, the Walker County Sheriff's Office is asking for the public's help and assistance in locating a 4-year-old Jonathan Everett Boley. And he's believed to be in danger. He was last seen on December 31st, 2025 at approximately 11:30 a.m. in the 700 block of Highway 195 in Jasper, Alabama. Jonathan Boley was last seen wearing, they said, a yellow Mickey Mouse shirt, black pants, and Paw Patrol shoes. And if anyone has any information regarding his whereabouts, please contact the Walker County Sheriff's Office at 205-384-7218 or call 911. This is urgent. So I don't know if his father had custody. I don't know if he was spending time with his father. I don't know. However, he was at his father's house in Jasper, Alabama. His mother was coming to get him the next day. That's when he was reported missing. And they say he has a possible black lab dog with him. That dog has not been seen on trail camera from the neighbors, that it went to the neighbor's house every single day since December 26th. That's very worrisome. Again, since I got all this together and everything, I had just posted and put up because they had not arrested the father, but I had just posted and put up, and like I told y'all, they're saying now that the father's in custody for what, I don't know for what, I don't know the details. That's what I know, and I will be checking into it. Hello, hello, hello. Thank you for coming in. Thank you so much for being here. I appreciate you. Now, I put this picture up. I put this one up too. We got lots. I put short videos out on everything. Many pictures on short videos. This one, I just want to say, I'm not being ugly. My son had beautiful blonde hair. My number 2, beautiful blonde curly hair. It was curly from the time he was born. And I'm just saying, you could also mistake him for a little girl. Again, not being ugly, but that's why I wanted to put this photo up here. This is just my opinion and my opinion only, but it is a little boy. It's a little boy. Yes, they arrested the father because they found explosives in his home. Yep, I'm getting to that. You're telling me why. Thank you. I appreciate you telling me why. But yes, I wanted to get to that because there was explosives in his home and there was explosives all in the yard, which is not good. That's not good at all. So again, I hope you're all good. I hope you have a happy New Year's. But we have a case in Alabama. Not many are talking about, and everybody needs to be talking about this. Every single person needs to be talking about this. We need to find this baby. So I will talk about him this morning. Again, before we get started, please hit the thumbs up, like, share, and let's get as many people to talk about this and see this as possible. I didn't realize it's not getting much attention. I did put a flyer out yesterday. I believe it was yesterday morning, but I didn't realize it was not getting so much attention. I would have talked about it again last night. Jasper, Alabama, Walker County, Jonathan Everett Boley, 5 years old. The latest being reported is 5 years old, boy missing. And an emergency alert was issued for Jonathan. He was last seen on December 31st, 2025, approximately 11:30 a.m. in the 700 block of Highway 195 in Jasper, which is Walker County. There is an endangered alert, and they shared this on local law enforcement. They have a little conference we're going to get to and some videos. They shared it on community pages, and it's out there. Emergency missing child alerts means police believe a child is under urgent or dangerous circumstances, and they think both in this case. The public's assistance is needed immediately to help locate them. They are asking, and I put that out there as well, for volunteers. Just don't go on that property. They're telling you don't. They're executing search warrants now. So they got the search warrants, but they were asking for volunteers, and it is a public post needed. They wanted everybody to meet, and I'm sure you can still find, if you're there or you go, on Highway 95 in Jasper, Alabama. They want volunteers at the Centerstone Church. They started that at 7 o'clock this morning. So they're meeting there. You have to go sign up. Everybody needs to be accounted for. Hey, hillbilly. But whatever you do not go on that property. Do not go on that property. Okay? And he is, again, a missing little boy believed to be endangered. Share his contact information. It is critical. When kids go missing, especially the first 24 to 48 hours, as we all know, is so critical and so important. Call 911 immediately if you have any information, or if you see anything or hear anything, or call the Walker County Sheriff's Office. If posting, please use his location, Jasper, Alabama. Jasper, Alabama. The dog wandered off too with him. The dog was not seen on camera, trail cameras, or anything since December 26th, and that's very troublesome. It's also, it could be a bad sign because they think the dog went off. It is a black lab. They are smart dogs. My granddaughter had one. I am telling you, they are smart. The neighbor said the dogs always go over there every day. And by the trail cameras in the neighbor's yard, that dog has not been seen, not one single time, not on camera since December 26th. That's very upsetting. So did something happen to the child? Did something happen to the dog? Did something happen to them together on Christmas Day? The day after Christmas Day, the 26th, when they were last seen? The dog was last seen? I don't know. I haven't heard when the little boy was last seen, not on camera or anything as of yet. Some of this I'm sure they're keeping very close to their vest. This little boy, Jonathan Everett Boley, was staying with his dad. Again, his mom was coming to get her son the next day. And that's when the dad, the day before, reported Jonathan missing the day before that. But there's other things police found. They found the explosive devices. They found them inside and outside the house, all in the yard, in the woods. Now, why would anybody have explosive devices everywhere? It just reminds me what we talked about, hell, on the Nashville Christmas thing years ago. That's not normal. But if you live out in the country, I guess, it could be, but it is not normal. It's not normal, especially when little kids are around. Again, thank you everybody for being here. Please hit that button. Mama Bear says, do they say what kind of devices? Not yet. I don't know yet. I didn't know, like I said, I shared his flyer, but I didn't know it really wasn't being talked about. And I wanted to get on here because this is urgent. This is urgent. And it's not normal when you have small children. It's about like the pew-pews. You've got to keep them put up. You've got to keep the rat poison up. You can't keep it under the sink. I mean, this is just things common sense tells you. So explosive devices inside and outside the house, what was going on there? I don't know. The state issued an emergency child alert under dangerous and or urgent circumstances. And they need the public's help. But law enforcement, again, is saying, do not go on the property. Please stay away from the house. I wouldn't want to go on that property or in the house. You might just go up in the air and back down, and that ain't the way you want to do. Okay? That's not what we do. First of all, it's dangerous. It's dangerous. We never know what's going on. For number one, the explosive device is inside and outside the house, to me, is a huge red flag. And you all have to be safe. The police are executing, as we speak, search warrants, and a lot is going on over there. Listen, this child's life right here is in danger. Okay? And I pray wherever he's at, he's safe. By some miracle, I pray he's safe. I don't get a good feeling about this one. But that's just me. Any details, anybody that has any small details, please turn them in. We don't want to accuse, although it don't look good, not on the dad's part, in my opinion, but everything is important, and everyone needs to be trying to find this child. But remember, everyone is innocent until proven guilty. We don't know what happened. If you are in Jasper, Alabama, in Walker County, or anywhere in Alabama, stay alert, because as you can see right here, he has long hair. And if you're just glancing and you don't know, hey, Army vet, good to see you. Yeah, not a bomb. Explosive materials. Thank you for that. Thank you. Mama Bear was asking that. Thank you for that so much. Yeah, I think if they found that he would have been arrested yesterday. So I don't know what was going on, but yes, they got him. Once you keep your eyes open, your ears open, perked up, clean them out today, get that wax out of them, because you could hear or see anything. On the roads, in ditches, in stores even, restaurant, if you're out and about, this child could be anywhere. This child could be anywhere. Someone could have already seen something and not even realize that it mattered or it was of any importance. If you remember anything, no matter how small it is, you think it is, it's better late than never to please call it in. I mean, we all have been busy with these holidays, with Christmas, with New Year's, out and about. And even if we seen something, we probably wouldn't recognize it. If this child right here was with somebody else, we would just think, oh, they're shopping for Christmas. How cute. we probably would miss something. And then if they're out and not alive, you ain't looking for that. You're out trying to have your Merry Christmas and your Happy New Year's, and you're not thinking about it. So please remember, track back in your brain. You may know something. Yeah, the explosive devices, they weren't found because the cops were looking for them, yeah, at all. But they were all in the yard. Yeah. They used, absolutely, they did. No heat syringes were found, and they had searched in the woods using thermal drones. Absolutely, absolutely, absolutely. But no tip is too small. Let's watch a couple of these videos. For I want to tell you that those coming in, it is now being said in the last hour. I say hour and 15 minutes now. It is now being reported, just reported that as of today, it's no official report, but that as of today, Jonathan Foley, I guess that is his name, that I guess he's the senior, is in custody in this missing child case in Jasper, Alabama. But we don't know the status. Some is saying it's because of the devices. So I don't know the status. I'm saying I don't know yet. They say, though, he's not a suspect of anything at this time. So we have to keep that in mind. So you know how they do, though. They get you in there and they talk to you. We've seen it. Look, I've showed videos on that just a few days ago on different cases. I showed it, okay? And we know all states, all laws are different. So let's watch some of these. Just bear with me a second, honey.
Stepped up to really help us. But we suspended the search. We obtained a search warrant for the house. There was explosives inside the house. Encourage anybody that not to take any searching on their own. If they want to search, they need to come sign in here at Cornerstone Church, so we know who's doing what. Because it is especially around the house, we're going to keep it limited to law enforcement just because of the threat of explosives throughout the property line.
Yeah, wow, what a day. So what are y'all going to start going out as teams this morning and continue that search?
Yeah, so right now we're going to brief here shortly. We're going to organize teams, search groups to get out. Looks like we got a couple hundred people here that we're going to be able to utilize today to do a significant ground search. Like I said, we didn't get any thermal hits from yesterday evening all the way through the night. So that would indicate that the child is either not in the woods or the child is under some kind of structure. So I encourage people that live in this vicinity to make sure they're searching their vehicles, they're searching the people to name that's stepped up to really help us. But we suspended the search. We obtained a search warrant for the house. There was explosives inside the house. Encourage anybody that not to take any searching on their own. If they want to search, they need to come sign in here at Cornerstone Church, so we know who's doing what. Because it is especially around the house, we're going to keep it limited to law enforcement just because of the threat of explosives throughout the property line.
Yeah, wow, what a day. So what are y'all going to start going out as teams this morning and continue that search?
Yeah, so right now we're going to brief here shortly. We're going to organize teams, search groups to get out. Looks like we got a couple hundred people here that we're going to be able to utilize today to do a significant ground search. Like I said, we didn't get any thermal hits from yesterday evening all the way through the night. So that would indicate that the
Full
child is either
credits
not
right
in the
here
woods
streaming.
or the child is under some kind of structure. So I encourage people that live in this vicinity to make sure they're searching their vehicles, they're searching people.
Okay. So yeah, it don't sound good to me at all. They suspended the search, but yes, thank God they are, you know, searching the house and questioning the parent that was there. The mother was coming to get him. So, absolutely that matters in my opinion. Let's continue.
Sheriff Nick Smith with the Walker County Sheriff's Department provided an update on search efforts and also some clarity on the timeline of Jonathan's disappearance. So at 12:28 p.m. on Wednesday, December 3rd. Yep, it's Christmas Eve. So guys, So last night I made a video on 5-year-old Jonathan Everett Boley, who went missing on December 31st, 2025 after seemingly disappearing from his father's residence in Jasper, Alabama. Today, Sheriff Nick Smith with the Walker County Sheriff's Department provided an update on search efforts and also some clarity on the timeline of Jonathan's disappearance. So at 12:28 p.m. on Wednesday, December 31st, 2025, law enforcement was contacted about a missing child. They were reached out to by Jonathan's father, whom he lives with. Law enforcement arrived on scene around 1:02 p.m. with RPS to clear the house, and then by 1:15, drones were up. The drones used have thermal imaging, which means they pick up on heat sensors and are able to detect body heat even through foliage and when it is darker. But Sheriff Smith said that they did not pick up on any heat sensors, nor did they themselves find any indication that Jonathan was in the woods near his father's residence. He said that the only thing that law enforcement is going off of right now to indicate that Jonathan walked into the woods by his father's property is that his 6-year-old brother, who was outside with him, said that he saw Jonathan on the wood line and that he saw him cross under the fence and disappear into the woods. Buck, a black lab with a large white patch on its chest, is also missing. Authorities are saying it's believed that Jonathan either followed the dog or the dog followed Jonathan. They haven't found the dog or any sign of the dog in the woods either at this specific moment. A neighbor of Jonathan's father stated that the dog was consistently seen coming on a field where his deer camera is set up by the residents. He said that that actually stopped on December 26, 2025, just a few days before Jonathan went missing. Today, law enforcement has deployed dogs, drones, divers, and law enforcement personnel on foot to help take part in the search for Jonathan today. Groups of volunteers also met up and they are also looking on foot today. Authorities are asking that people stay away from Jonathan's father's residence as they still need to search inside and they still want to bring dogs around that area. As updates come out, I'll be continuing to share with you guys, so make sure you're following me. Please continue sharing these videos, continue sharing Jonathan's missing flyer, and if you see something or know something, say something. The tip line will be below.
So yes, that was full credit to Matt. And you know, sometimes when I do this, I don't get to put the credit up. So there is his credit. He is over on TikTok. I think he's on YouTube too, but please go follow him. He is always on all these cases. He has good information. He is always short and to the point. Was he convicted of a felony because they may not possess the detonators and explosives? I don't know. That's what I've got to find out. That is what I've got to find out, and I will be working on that today. You know, I'm worried if he got out, something could have really bad. Yeah, and sometimes, but see, that would kind of be neglect, wouldn't it? I don't know, but sometimes that's why we can't blame. Hello, wait, because you know, good morning, hillbilly, happy new year to you. Because we don't know, we just don't know. I mean, they could actually be outside playing and really get out, and then it just so happened that the father had this whatever, which was not a good idea, but that could be neglect, you know, and all the other things, carelessness for sure, in my opinion only. But when they get out, that's like I was explaining about my grandson last night, what happened to him years ago, and when he was in kindergarten, just from the school. Things can happen once they even get out of the perimeters. Then you might really have somebody nefarious, and it may not be these parents at all. So we have to understand that we just can't go, until I hear what law enforcement says about this. I don't want to blame. I just, until I get a feel for it at least, or something. But I think they will too, pretty quickly, especially since they already have questioned the father yesterday. Today he's in custody. The mom is there. There'll be more dynamics on what is going on, and all of those things. Hold on just a minute. I'm going to bring this back up. They're searching in the woods. Give me just a minute. I'm going to make it big so y'all can see it. I've been sitting there talking the whole time, and I've been on mute. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. But as you can see, there was no voice to the video. So I was kind of trying to slowly show y'all what he was wearing, what they were saying in the news report. But the video was not talking. It was just the background. You could kind of hear the cars going by. So they are out there looking. They're doing everything that they possibly can. Everything that they possibly can. now?
Law enforcement, we received a call about 12:28 about a missing 4-year-old child. Turns out the child is 5. The information that we were initially given knew he was 4, but he is 5 years old. That he was missing. Law enforcement arrived on the scene at about 1:02 with RPS. They cleared the house just to make sure that he wasn't inside the house. We begin, so since about 1:15, we've had drones with thermal as well as aviation in the air up until about 3 o'clock this morning. Aviation's refueling, they're on their way back. We haven't gotten any heat sensors. We haven't gotten any indication that the child is in the woods, other than the 6-year-old brother says that the last time that he saw his brother was on the wood line. They crossed under the fence, and that was the last thing. He went back to tell the father that Bubba had crossed the fence line. So the child is missing, along with a dog. The dog's Buck. Dog's name is Bub. It's a black lab. It's got a large white patch on its chest.
White patch.
So we have not found the dog as well. So we haven't seen any indications. Last night we found some deer, but we found no dogs. So we haven't found the dog yet either. Nearby neighbor said that the dog was consistently coming on the field every day on his deer camera. He hasn't had the dog on the camera since the 26th of this month. So that's where we're at from that standpoint. Regina here was with the EMA. They're going to stay here and kind of organize the groups and where to search and things of that nature. Stay away from the house. The house is taped off. We have a search warrant to execute there. We have some things that we have to clear out of the house. We can do the search of the house because of the threat of explosive devices possibly out in the woods and inside the house. So we don't want any civilians or search members anywhere around the house. So kind of to update everybody where we're at. So yesterday,
they don't want anybody around the house. They want you to take precautions and be very, very careful. Let's see. Hold on. Thermal imaging detects the infrared heat people. Yes. And it makes me wonder, because they can't find under concrete, right? And am I wrong or right about that? Because I think everybody should also see if they're, and I know the police will, but is there any fresh poured concrete anywhere around there? I don't know, and I'm not saying for 100% fact. Army vet would know if they can tell under concrete, but that's not a good sign either. But at least they are on it. They're on it. Look, Jonathan Everett, Bowley, you heard him say it was said he was 4 years old. But yeah, he'd only, thank you for that. But it was said he was 4 years old. But you see that the LE said that they updated that and they found out he was 5. Was that when the mom came? I mean, because why don't these people know their kids' ages, or is that just trying to mislead and take up time? I don't know. Again, I'm not here today to accuse anybody. Everybody's innocent until proven guilty in the court of law, but I don't really even know enough to have thoughts on this yet. Well, except child neglect. I do believe that. I ain't gonna lie about that, honey. No way. Just no way. I think there was 2 kids in the house. His brother was in there as well. You know, it ain't safe for him. It wasn't safe for the man. You know, what kind of state was this man in? What kind of state stability and all that does he have? Does he have a record? I don't know. I don't know any of this stuff yet. I know y'all can hear Happy snoring. So Happy says, Happy New Year. She stayed up late. She's snoring. But please share this out. Share this information out, this live out. I will stay on it. Jonathan Everett Bowley is missing. He's endangered. in Jasper, Alabama. This is an emergency child alert, and he needs coverage. He needs coverage. Don't stop sharing. Don't stop sharing his name. Don't stop sharing his face. Keep it out there. And if you know something, please say something. You know, we hope all the description is available and what they put out and what they're putting out. Sometimes we got to remember, though, police will withhold that just a little bit at a time. They will put it out just to avoid tipping off someone, or maybe somebody that's involved or knows something. But they do want to know in this case. You know, we don't know either. Was his hair up? Was his hair down at that time? There's pictures out there with both. You know, every tiny step matters in this case right here. Every eye needs to be opened. This means they think it's very serious. They are taking it very seriously. But this is very active. And if you're in Jasper, Alabama again or around there, stay very alert. Look out in your stores, look in your ditches, watch in the woods, help search, go out and sign up and help volunteer if you can. It's critical. It's critical. And everything at this point matters. We need everyone paying attention, and every share matters. Every child matters. Keep watching for updates, because I will stay on this and I will keep updating it. I do a lot of shorts. I will post whatever I can, even if it's not that irrelevant at the time, just so his name and his little face and his pictures get out there. Okay. That's what I like to do. I like to make sure they're seen, seen and posted. I post on Twitter. I posted on Facebook. I want to make sure these little faces are seen. This is no way we want to start this new year. And we want good news with this one. We want good news. We want him found, but it's critical. Again, the first 24 to 48 hours matter. More photos are out there. I even put out more photos. Look at all of his photos. Again, in my opinion, here he passes for, could pass, just in my opinion, and nothing by that. Some people don't want to cut their kids' hair when it's so beautiful like that. Boys or girls. I got pictures of my little boys. He's grown now. He wants to kill me now. Don't set those pictures out, Mama. Stop showing them all my friends. But, we cherish stuff like that, and we don't know. And I want to know, bringing that up, this is just me, and this is me talking. I get raw, I get real. It's just a thought. Could something have happened at his house the 26th when the dog was last seen? Did his father, I'm just asking, I'm not accusing, have anything to do with it? And did anybody cut his hair? Did anybody cut his hair? Please keep an open mind. Go look at the photos. It's on this big one right here. It's out there where he has his hair tied up. They call them man bun in the men's. But he had it up. But if you know anything or you see anything, one more time, I'm going to tell you, call Walker County Sheriff's Office, 205-384-7218. And he was last seen around 11:30 a.m. in Jasper, Alabama, in the 700 block of Highway 195. And he was said to be wearing a Mickey Mouse shirt, black pants, and Paw Patrol shoes. And it's thought that his black lab dog is with him or was with him. So please keep an eye out on everything and turn it in if you have it. Thank you all for joining me. I got to get to work. I got to figure out what is going on here. Thank you to all of my mods, everybody coming in. I love you. You're great. Keep his name and face out there. Thank you. Y'all have a great day. Bye.